And welcome here to the Australian Lacrosse Network. This game is underway. You've had some vision, but we're just having some technical difficulties with the audio, which has all been fixed now. And as we see Kelly look to put a second one in, but not there. And free space call had there. We will see Elise Hussey line up from the 11-metre mark. And in the cage, Josie Cox. Hussey steps inside and gets monstered in the crease there. As she will come top centre here for Victoria, currently leading at 1-0 in the first with about 6.5 to go in this game. And ball over there to Bonnieu, and Bonnieu says, nope, I don't care about that whistle. I'm going to put one in.
Yeah.
Shendell Oliver, welcome.
Hello, sorry, and part of that technical difficulty I was involved in, Tony, so sorry to the fans at home. We know you could see the game, you just couldn't hear the game. That was a beautiful little stinger shot there from Bonnieu, wasn't it?
It was indeed, and yeah, we had to use our audio for something different. And Shendell just talking with the newly announced Sixers Australian women's coach.
Yeah, very exciting opportunity to have the chance to interview Katrina Dowd. She's come all the way from the US, played for the USA and currently coaches at the University of Brown. So to have her as our Australian Olympic Sixers coach is a pretty big deal, and to have the opportunity to interview her was pretty exciting for me. So you'll see that interview later on ALN and LA. But in the meantime, we'll get back to the game.
We will, as the ball hits the deck here. And Takahashi just couldn't quite take it. And coming down the other way is Floyd. So Floyd has Ryken in front of her. Floyd tries to go with a little bit of a shuffle, looks inside. Oh, nice open from Unsworth. Just couldn't quite finish it there. And the backup is had there.
Hussey with that one.
And ball up to Smith. Smith to Floyd. Floyd to Unsworth, and a rotation through here. Kelly got the first of the game very early. Just trying to pump the crease a little bit here, Victoria, with their passes. Just trying to make things happen.
Kelly comes up with the ground ball, though. Oh, and a stick in the lane.
Great from Takahashi.
Yeah, she's been good, Takahashi. I am impressed by her.
But backed up again there by Hussey. And ball with Unsworth. So Floyd looking to step in, and Mollison finds a lane and has a shot, but can't trouble the keeper at all. And save there again. So outlet here from Josie Cox. Great outlet there to Pham. Jess Pham motors down. She's got Esther Lavelle and Taylor Cometto.
That was a fantastic outlet from Cox.
Josie Cox played up for New Zealand in the Women's
Qualifiers,
World Qualifiers. Was outstanding up there.
She's a brilliant goalie. She plays at Burnside, am I correct?
She does play at Burnside, but not playing for the New Zealand team in this tournament, and decided that she would play for Queensland instead. So Queensland would be very happy to have Josie Cox.
Yeah, great inclusion. Although, to be fair, Ruby Taylor played in the earlier game and made 12 saves, so
she did
two great goalies.
Well, in an MVP performance, one Ruby Taylor was very good. You'll be pleased to know, Shendell, that in the last coverage here for the men's, we didn't get the men's one right for South Australia.
Oh, really?
We did have there we go, Mollison. And Nellie says, well, I've had 4 opportunities, haven't been able to put one in yet, but she gets one there. And Nellie Mollison is on the board. Yeah, so we missed out on the men's. As far as South Australia went, it went to Jack Waller.
Okay, and how many goals did Jesse end up with?
6.
Cheeky 6.
He let me down.
Cheeky
I told him after the game he let me down. I had him for a lazy 10, and he let me down. He went into the team mode, he said.
Who's that guy?
And I went, who is this?
Imposter.
So I'm not talking to Jesse Winnan then. But on the men's side, I did get it right.
Oh, yes.
with Nebeski. And I picked one for you as well.
Oh, did you?
I mean, just because you weren't
Because you
here.
can. You thought, give her a run anyway.
And but we'll say the commentary box got it right. So one team, one dream, as we say.
Yeah, love that.
And ball down the back here. We've got a 3-0 game the way of Victoria, and you had the New South Wales game on the outer side with WA. WA getting up quite easily in the end as Elise Hussey gets on the board for Victoria here.
Yeah, and MVPs over there for that game was Kate Hooper and Ruby Reagan. So they had a bit of a battle in centre for a lot of the day today, and great to see a young player like Ruby Reagan come up with the MVP, who also played in the MLS Sixes last year, against Kate Hooper, an experienced player, and seen quite a few MVPs in her time.
I went too early. I actually picked Ruby Reagan yesterday in one of them, and so she gets it today. She probably was very good yesterday too, as Mim Suarez Jury, who had her stick thrown out last night after a goal, and came back and scored with another stick. But
that's a hard thing to ask of a player when you're so used to playing with one stick. You just got to make sure they're exactly the same. Ebony Norman with the ball.
And just putting it in to the
Marley
back
Dawson.
of the net was Marley Dawson. And Victoria just starting to eke away here in this first quarter. And 5-0 is the scoreline. You can see Marley Dawson just made her way into that offense there, but you've got to finish, and Josie Cox is no easy keeper to beat.
No, she's tall too, and she moves well for a tall goalie. She gets low, she can make those low saves, but she's got the height, which is a handy advantage. Oh, and someone's broken.
Double trouble, and
it's going to be on Sarah, that one, Sarah McLeod.
Yeah, first lot of trouble.
Which we'll see Dawson get the ball.
Dawson, Pham just steps in front of her, but Dawson says, well, I'm just going to keep going here. I might even get another one. And just almost there. Good backup there from Ebony Norman. And Ebony Norman she was good last night in that game as well.
She's a good young player, Ebony Norman, and she looks to drive. And on cue.
Just on the left-hand shoulder there.
Yeah.
We're right behind that shot. And Ebony Norman pops one up to the top shelf, just on the left-hand shoulder of Josie Cox, and Norman on the board for Victoria. All singles goal scorers so far.
Yeah, right.
Which is, you don't often see that in a contest in the first quarter when 6 goals have been scored and you've got 6 different players scoring them. So, I don't know, is that win calm down at all, Shindell?
No, I think just because we're sitting in the production tent, it's better for us.
We're not out in the Arctic
in
like
the elements.
Scotty Gill made us both do today. He's a hard taskmaster, our master, Scotty Gill, isn't he?
Got to do what the boss says. The ball moves down to Nellie Mollison.
And Mollison has Norman on the outside. Oh, and Mim Suarez just tink off the bar.
Yeah, Mim loves to shoot from that spot.
And that's why she was shooting. And we nearly had a 7th goal scorer for the quarter then, but it wasn't to be. And we, at quarter time, have a 6-0 lead against Queensland. And not a lot of offense for the Queensland side as yet.
Yeah, playing a unit like Victoria is a hard ask for the young Queensland team. I know quite a few of them are new to lacrosse. A lot of them have come through the University of Queensland, and seeing their development as quickly as they have developed has been excellent. But you know, Victoria is absolutely scattered with talent through the whole roster of a lot. There's so many Australian players out there. I mean, you've got Mim Suarez, Bonnie Yu, Steph Kelly, Nellie Mollison, Marley Dawson, Bree Soja, you name it. There's so much. Georgia Floyd. There's so much Australian experience in that team, and I just think, you know, it's also a great opportunity for the Queensland girls to learn, because I find as a player you can learn so much from your opposition. Like just playing them and seeing what they do, you can copy so much or take it away. It's a really great opportunity, but like I said, a really great lesson. So
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Yeah, you do look down the Victorian list, and you've got Dawson, you've got Meacham, who played in the under-20s. You've got Kelly, Norman, Mollison, Suarez-Jury, you.
12 at least.
12.
12 players.
So 12 out of the 16
Are Australian players.
Australian players. You'd be happy as a coach.
It's a decent list.
And speaking of lists, well, the goal scoring list for that quarter was all singles, and it started with Steph Kelly, followed by Bonnie Yu, followed by Nellie Mollison, to Hussey, to Dawson, and then Norman just finishing off the work there with the 6th goal scorer. How many games do you think would have been that every person on the field has scored?
I think in junior grades that can sometimes, if there's a bit of a difference in competition in the teams, that's certainly
unique.
Yeah, it certainly can be on the cards.
Let's just say,
but not at national level.
Not at national level. So we'll see what happens for the rest of this game. As it just darkens up a bit, the lights are on, but just not quite taking effect at the moment, as the sky is still pretty light. As Taylor Commodore kicks it to Smith, and Smith has Unsworth but decides to go deeper down, looks down to Kelly. Ball comes out of the stick there of Reece Jux.
It was a nice knockdown.
She's impressed me.
Me too.
Just looks to not give her too much space, and always has the stick in the right place. And Mollison, and that's come over the top and picked up there by Tablizzo.
Yeah, Riken's a tough little player, and the way she just weaved through those defenders, takes the penalty, sends it back to Jux.
And Jux, she only knows one way, that is head down and straight forward.
Yeah, we called her a ball taxi earlier, and here she goes again.
So every team has to have a ball taxi, and ball is checked out, so ball to be won on the deck, and here is Trinity Meacham just getting her body through there. It's 2-on-1 here. Meacham up against, and
Stones.
That's come off a blue stick, unfortunately, there from Trin.
Stones and Shanahan there from Queensland. Again, new players to lacrosse, both from the University of Queensland. Over to Pham.
To Jux now, and Jux kicks it back to Pham. Pham looks to dodge from the top, but Smith, she not giving her any piece up there. Pham, good check.
That was lovely defence there from Sarah Smith.
Just got the head of the stick. That's a good check.
I thought it was a nice piece of defence. But the umpire saw it differently, and that's okay.
Trinity Meacham just backing up Sarah Smith there, and ball up the top, ball to be won on the deck, and Taylor Cometto just trying to find it in that stick, but not able to, and picked up by Charlotte Thomas. Back to Pham, and Jacques pops up on her left-hand side. Jacques looks to run down the centre. Oh, gets a big push there, does Jacques. And she will line up here directly in front. If there's one thing I have seen with Reece Jux, she ain't going to give this ball up.
No. No way.
This one is going towards the cage.
Yeah.
And the MVP of last night, Soju, just makes it safe.
Yeah,
and look at the outlet here.
Yeah,
so
right
Lauren
in front
Hunter
of Lauren Hunter.
And Danny.
She goes, don't worry, here, just take it, Nellie.
Nellie Mollison says, no, I've got this, and now fires it over there to Kelly. And Kelly, in the blink of an eye, Queensland have a shot down one end. It is saved by Soja.
No goal. There's, oh, no, sorry, it's a stick check.
Well, not too early, Shednell.
I was like...
We've already had a few of these.
Yeah.
And that one looks good in the front, that one looks good in the back, and that is all clear. Steph Kelly
on the board. That you could almost call Brie Soja. I just used her.
Yeah, that's what I said. I did have that conversation the first day with her.
Her original name. Anyway, you could almost, call her for an assist there, because she gave it over the top of Hunter, rolled into Mollison's stick. She sent it to Kelly, and Kelly put it away. But yeah, great work from the keeper to start that set of play.
And picked up there by Smith. Smith, the been in everything so far. Looks inside to Cometto, and that one just fired past the right upright. And backed up there by Hussey. So Elise Hussey looks to take on Husselman. Husselman looks inside, and Kelly again. Just, it's like she's picking cherries off a tree at the moment.
Yeah, that was a lovely goal. I tell you what, Elise Hussey plays really similar to Hayley Safanis, and it could be because they're from the same club, so they've had a lot of the same coaching. But they play a really similar style of game, and they play a really similar position. So Hayley Safanis, obviously not playing in this Victorian team this year, loves to play that back right corner, and so it's a lot of play up from around there, and Hussey seems to have stepped into that role. Hussey, a really crafty player, really quick with her stick, quite dynamic, and yeah, found the stick there, saw the opening there with Kelly, and just dropped it in her stick and let her put it away.
And what number did Hayley Safanis wear?
10.
Say, oh, look at that. You just know exactly. I thought you might. Oh, look at that, Bonnie Yu.
Bonnie Yu switches hands and then
just looked
bounces.
like she was going to give that up then, and then decided at the last minute and went, actually, you know what? I'm a team player, but the team needs goals, so I'll do this for the team. And Bonnie Yu gets another one. And look, I'm all about these things in unison. And Kelly got the first, and mind you, she got the second as well, but Bonnie Yu was the next scorer.
So you say Nellie Mollison's the next shooter?
I'm thinking Nellie Mollison is up for the next goal, and she's just down there with Reece Jarks. So she's got a tough opponent on her. And into the centre goes Sarah McLeod up against Dawson. Ball to be won on the deck, and Bonnie Yu picks it up. Outlet here, and there is a little one there from our girl Lauren Hunter. Just pushes it forward. Decides not to run that one up into the attack line like she did last night about 27 times.
Yeah, she's been the ball tax in Victoria this week too.
Good pick off there from. You've got to be better than that with Josie Cox watching you. And Josie Cox goes the big outlet. That's going to turn over though. Almost. No, maybe it won't. Maybe that was meant to be. Big push there on Charlotte Thomas. We have got
a tornado coming through.
Cyclonic winds as we got one of the marquees is gone on the outer side there, just tore apart. And so there is a lot going on here with the weather.
Whatever you can see, this is not special effects production. This is really happening down here at Footscray.
Yeah, that Footscray marquee on the outer side there just lost its roof, and it looks like it's going to let some rain in at some point.
I'm so glad we're in here. As Georgia Stones has the ball, she's getting met with a push from Marley Dawson.
I'm going to say I feel for our camera operator up there. I'm not sure if Christian or Sam. Sam's up there at the moment. Oh, Gilly's up there. The boss is upstairs. He'd be hanging on, wouldn't he? He'd be hanging on for dear life.
I hope he's got a safety harness.
Did someone upstairs hear our prayers about him sending us over there to do the outer games? They've sent him up there, and yeah, let's hope he used that strap I sent up there to just tie it to himself. And ball on the outer side here. Good pick up there for Queensland. It's really dark here at the moment.
Yeah, lights are coming on now as well. Fam with the ball at X.
Just not quite able to take effect at the moment. So goalies might struggle a little bit in this light.
Yeah, I thought they'd have, I was going to say, haven't they got the yellow balls?
They do have the yellow balls, but even with the passing here and on your screen, they do come up very dark on the as they throw them. So good look from Jarks. Good work, though, from the two 22s going against each other.
She looked like she loved that pressure.
Oh, Bonnie Yu has just gone. Did you blow the whistle?
I thought you did.
I thought you blew the whistle. And Bonnie Yu just sneaks up behind her again.
Oh, beautiful feed into Stones, but unable to connect.
And Floyd, this is what she does as well. Floyd, under her own foot speed, gets past 1-2. That could almost be a... be careful with that, Reece Jarks.
you looking for a player to her left there. There was nothing else. Who decides to
Oh,
go?
funny you. Just upset my whole thing.
Did you see she literally just looked over and went, oh, there's no one. Okay, there's a lane.
Yeah. Well, technically, maybe they're going in doubles now. So Kelly got 2. She was the first goal scorer.
Yes,
Bonnie
gotcha.
Hughes got 2. She was the
Second
goal
quarter,
scorer.
right? 2, 1, 1, 2, 2.
1, 1, 2, 2.
So Nellie Mollison's due for 2.
Yeah. I'm still going to work it some way into it.
I might text her. She hasn't got her phone on her.
Well, no. Well, she would need.
Give her.
She would need the lights on. It is very dark here at the moment for this game of lacrosse. And look at the birds.
Yeah, they're just trying to find shelter. Look, they're coming from everywhere. There's
Yeah.
packs of them.
That's it.
All around the ground.
They're all just trying to find a breeze, and the breeze is definitely there. Good work there from Suarez Jury. And
She plays like a basketballer sometimes.
Sticks it in her left hand. Oh, here she is, Mollison. I thought she was going to cut across the middle there. Now she does get inside, but Dawson gets one across the shoulder. Marley Dawson from 11 metres, directly in front.
Look at Mollison, though. This is where it could be dangerous for your scores. Oh,
Marley, you let my whole system down, but Marley Dawson gets her first, and congratulations to her for her first goal of the game.
and I saw Nellie just sitting out on this left side.
I
just
was watching
thinking,
as well.
I'm here.
But Marley Dawson gets that one, and yeah. I was going to say it really needs to get dark here now for these lights to take effect. Not sure what it looks like on our monitor, as our monitor is just lying down.
Blown over by the wind. As the ball's drawn high and grabbed out of the air by Smith, there's going to be something illegal, maybe a break there from Victoria. Yeah, so the ball is going to go the way of Queensland through Barton.
And that marquee's been taken off on that outer
finished.
side. So
It's off to marquee heaven.
Think I'm in heaven. So ball up the top as
Tanaki.
Takahashi.
Flag on the ball. On the play, sorry.
Takahashi keeps going, and Takahashi says, well, I don't care that there was a flag on that play. I'm going to go straight to the cage, and Takahashi gets one for Queensland.
Yeah, lovely goal. Let's just watch that again on the replay. So she does a bit of fancy footwork at the top, bit of an east-west dodge there, and then goes back to, and then dodges inside around a couple of players and sticks it.
She was like she was on a dance floor then.
Yeah, she just zigzagged her way through.
And found her way all the way to the podium to collect the trophy for the dance moves. And put that one in the back of the net past Soja. And ball back in the centre. Cometto. To Suarez Jury. Looks up, finds Smith inside. Oh, good work there, and finds Hussey. And Elise Hussey gets her second of the game.
Yeah, and that's the move that I say is like that kind of movement around the crease and then the feeding is why I think she plays such a similar game to Hayley Stefanos. But in her own right, that was a beautiful goal and a great cut there from Hussey, and also a great draw, control possession from Cometto over to Suarez Jury, and a bit of quick movement from the Victorians to put the ball away.
Well, she was the 4th goal scorer in the first quarter, and she's now the 4th goal scorer in the second quarter. I've got to find something.
Yeah, no,
Chantel.
you're looking for patterns, aren't you?
Looking for patterns in all the wrong places. Taylor Cometto, that's going to be a Queensland ball. And Takahashi, the goal scorer, will pick it up. She can't see the... she's looking as if, who's down there?
Where's the captain?
Look at this, 4 Queensland players behind her.
I think she's trying to look at the clock, and there is about 13 seconds remaining in the quarter, which is why she was trying to see where we're at.
So
she's just saying, send it, send it, send it. Barton getting pushed back.
And now popped over. So Victoria, do they have an opportunity here?
2 seconds.
1 and going to have to launch this if it's an opportunity. And does. Kicks it over here to Kelly. Kelly needs to put a shot on. Does. And that
no
is
goal.
no goal. Oh, where's the theatre? Where's the theatre? Right on the buzzer. And Kelly, well, she won't add to her total, but she has done some damage on the scoreboard for this first half. And Steph Kelly, as we go through the goal scorers, well, she's leading the goal scorers equally at the moment. She has 3. Bonnie Yu has 3. Mollison has 1. Hussey has 2. Dawson has 2. And Ebony Norman has 1. And for Queensland, Takahashi, Nanko Takahashi has 1 for Queensland. It is a 12-1 half-time lead here at the Footscray Lacrosse Club. You are live and free on the Australian Lacrosse Network. And let's hear a word as we just about to have a break. We might hear a word from our broadcast sponsorship partner in the Susafanos Foundation.
Really looking forward to today's session. Let's make sure we're focused, bring you intensity and lots of communication. Vital today. So let's have a great session. Short and sharp. Here we go. Okay, girls, just going to do the monkey in the middle, 1 at each end, 2 in the middle, catch, take, quick release, other way. The culture side is the part that I love. Leadership, player well-being. What do we need? How do we get it? Areas that we think we can add to. Okay, Aussies on 3. 1, 2, 3, Aussies!
And as the half-time break finishes up here, and the wind just continues to blow at the Footscray Lacrosse Club, we see Marley Dawson take the centre draw there up against McLeod. And it's won by Mim Suarez-Jury. Gets inside. Suarez-Jury. Tink, tink, tink off the bar. Just picked up, though, by Sarah Smith. And Smith gives the ball over to Ebony Norman. Good drive there from Suarez-Jury. Kelly, she's already got 3. Looking to open up for 4. Mollison looks inside. Good stick there from Josie Cox. Suarez-Jury up the top. She doesn't have anyone on her. Looks to bowl. Just rips one, didn't she?
Yeah, she dropped the hands low and sent that one flying.
And that did not miss by too much. As the ball goes out of bounds, but backed up here by Kelly. Steph Kelly looks up. Little dink up the top. That could turn over here. Ball to be won on the ground. A big pack forms. Hesselman gets that ball and picked up and gives it to Cox. Cox just tosses it over the head under pressure of Riken. And ball goes out of bounds. And Riken to Wizzo will head back into defence. So Steph Kelly down to Mollison. No, that's going back to the keeper. Okay, so a foul on the keeper as she got rid of the ball, and that will be on Nellie Mollison. So now
Nellie going to chase down though.
You've got to be careful here because these. That's not good at all. As Kelly looks up, and that one is all on the keeper.
Yeah, and she had to get back in and get reset after that penalty. It's a tough pill to swallow.
It is. Steph Kelly. Well, that's she started the scoring in the first, she started the scoring in the second, and now she started the scoring in the third.
Okay, you're back to patterns. I just feel like you're clutching at straws, Tone.
Well, it's probably the last straw. Yeah, Kelly, just right place, right time, isn't she?
Yeah, that was just in the air, grabs it out.
And as easy as you like. And Josie Cox has to just pull it out the back of her net. So ball one here though from Queensland. Pham, looks down the bottom corner. Has ball in the stick, looks up and over, finds Bella Shanahan and turned over. Here we go again, Kelly, fast man break. They got numbers here, there's 3-on-3, but Kelly, she can break a line, looks to break a line. Oh, good work there from Hunter. Just walks in behind. Hunter looks up. Kelly's by herself here. No.
Marley Dawson as well sneaking in through the crease.
I saw Steph Kelly just, she almost walked out of the where she could have got the ball. Oh, good shot there from Miriam Suarez-Jury. And Mim gets on the board for her first of the evening.
Yeah, how's Hunter came through like a freight train there.
I thought Hunter was going to go all the way then.
Yeah, so did I.
To the cage. She just, she came out of nowhere.
Absolutely out of nowhere.
As Loz finds her way back into the defensive end. Isn't it funny when the teams are on a bit of a ride and they're, playing a side that maybe or may not be competitive to this level, defenders want to get goals.
Yeah.
So, mind you, Hunter does do a lot of work to get the ball down there.
Yeah,
but again,
she's a solid midi generally.
We see Jess Pham. That's the second one in a row. They've won the centre draw, but just turned it over again. And,
Barton with the ball, sends it across to, I'm so sorry,
Takahashi. So Takahashi to Pham, back to Barton. Barton, good pressure there from Body U. She's a competitor, absolute competitor. So to Cometto and just runs into her defender there. Des Pham gets up a little bit gingerly, and just what you need on a cold night, a knock on a leg. And Jess Pham with an opportunity. Jess Pham steps in and Soja. Oh, look at the outlet though. Straight away finds Ebony Norman, and Norman is off to the races. So Norman looks up. She has one in the middle. Gives it back to Norman. Oh, that's really good teamwork there. Great work.
Yeah, Polnitz, the defender, didn't want to shoot. Or maybe she did, but she just wanted to be that ultimate team player. Sent it back to Norman, and Norman just stuck it non-stick side, shoulder height there of the keeper.
Ebony Norman. Well, she gets her second of the night. Yeah, you saw Polnitz there. She almost looked like she didn't want to shoot, didn't she?
Yeah, that's what I mean. It was like a 1-2, a
like,
give and go
hang on.
play, but I think she just went, oh, actually, Norman's still open.
You know what? I'm actually in the defensive end here.
Yeah, funny that she had made her way down to the offence.
I tell you what, her as she lines up on the back line here, on her left to her opposite side, Lauren Hunter, she would have stuck it. She would have stuck it in the back of the cage, Loz. And ball here, and quick start here for Victoria.
Ball's going to be brought back.
Cometto. And Cometto just passes it down anyway and says, here you go, Georgia Floyd. How about you run that one down and in? And Kelly down the back finds Hussey. Hussey looks inside. Has Norman. Ebony looks to roll around. Ebony Norman does get around, looks to fire, and that's free space. Really smart there from Ebony Norman. Could have shot that ball, but there was a player in a dangerous position.
Yep,
if she shoots and hits, she gets a card. Took the free space call, and now she has another opportunity anyway. Norman, good save there from Cox. Tell you what, and great take there from Tablizo Ryken, or Ryken Tablizo. And Ryken comes down, and there is no little flip up there to Jarks. Good ball handler, Jarks. Been really impressed with her tenacity on this Queensland team. Against Hunter. Hunter, she won't give you an inch. She probably won't even give you...
is that a moving pick?
Half an inch, and it is. It is called for a moving pick.
Yeah, that was on number 11. No, it wasn't 11, it was...
Thomas?
Yeah, Sarah McLeod.
Oh, McLeod, number 14?
Yeah, I think so. I think she was the moving pick. 11, oh, hang on, 11's down here, but that's not Ryken. I'm just confused.
No, that's Thomas.
Yeah, right. I'm just confused as to who's wearing what number, but yeah.
But ball comes down the back to Hussey. Hussey to Kelly. Kelly looks inside. A great inside roll there to Floyd, and Floyd gets on the board. So really sharing the goals around here.
Yep, so ball just moves around to X, and then you just see Floyd come in, one quick cradle, across her body, and then puts it in the back of the net.
And back to the centre it will go. So Georgia Floyd getting her first of the evening. And Marley Dawson will line up in the centre. Ball goes up, ball comes out, and Marley Dawson picks the ball up. Reese Jarks gives her pressure, but Sarah Smith opens up, and there's a player opening up in the middle here too, which was Unsworth, but decides to just pass the ball down through X first, and there we go. Smith with some conviction on that shot.
Yeah, really stung that one.
And Kelly with an assist. She's racking him up at the moment, Steph Kelly. Sarah Smith.
Yeah, so Smith just comes around the top of that pack, comes topside, and then stings that ball past the keeper.
Sarah Smith with her first of the evening.
Yeah, Sarah Smith hasn't actually played a lot of offence this week, and I mean, she's a very versatile player. You can play her all over the field, and she has been playing quite a bit of defence and mid, but you haven't seen her on the score sheet a lot this week. Not saying she's not doing work, I'm saying she's just not in those offensive sets, but yeah, put herself, definitely getting numbers on the board, and certainly got one there, so nice to see Smith getting rewarded for the work she's doing.
So the 8th goal scorer of the game, that is running a squad of 16 out there. 50% take the goalie out. It's about 55% of the team.
Yeah, wow.
Has scored.
Yeah, that's really good to see Victoria certainly bringing different players into different positions and opening up opportunities for everyone. They're a pretty consistent team, and I think they've got so much talent that you really could put your offense in your defense, your offense, and have still pretty good outcomes.
So tomorrow we'll see Victoria play South Australia in what is effectively a dead rubber now, because South Australia have made the finals, as has Victoria. So they'll play each other. There's not a lot to be gained, really, apart from a bit of pride.
I think it's just a bit of a warm-up match and a preview for what's going to happen on Sunday in the championship game.
So you just want to keep your players nice and healthy.
Yeah, and I think that's the thing they're going to have to manage as cards, and manage the way they're playing their players and any points that they may be sitting on.
So McLeod in here up against Dawson again. And they've won a couple out of the centre here in the last couple Queensland, but Dawson this time wins that one, ducks the head, and gives the outlet there to Unsworth. Unsworth just can't quite get a handle on the ball of it yet, and starting to look like a bar of soap rather than a lacrosse ball, that yellow ball.
Yeah, I'm really loving how the Victorian defence are coming up and getting ahead of the ball, even if they're the low defenders, just to make sure that their mini teammates have got an outlet, and they're doing it really well.
So Unsworth looks to drive against Riken, not there. Hussey comes around the bottom right-hand corner. Husselman has her defended. Looks down, finds Unsworth. Unsworth looks to get inside. Little flip up to Smith, and Smith kicks it to Mollison. Mollison back to Unsworth. And we start again with Hussey down the back. Finds Norman. Norman, Unsworth. Unsworth
goes
running, and
topside.
that's going to be a moving pick as well on Nellie Mollison. So, opportunity now again for Queensland through McLeod. No.
You hear Lauren Hunter saying, "Don't worry about it, let's go," and getting back to defence and trying to call the rest of the team downfield as she gets set.
So, Tablezo has the ball. Sarah Smith just picked a pocket, and she will look to come into the cage. Nellie Mollison is trailing behind her as Hussey. She looks, and watch Mollison. She just comes right, comes left, and Norman, there she is. A good take, though, from Smith.
Lost the ball. That's really out of character for her. Husselman trying to grab the grab ball. Now she's lost her stick.
And Unsworth comes in and has to pick up that ground ball. Again, it's like a bar of soap out there at the moment, and that's using her body illegally. And ball will turn over to Queensland.
Yeah, Lauren Steele will get that possession.
So
through Jacques, the ball taxi, and she's taking the pressure now, getting chased down by Norman. Doesn't worry her. Look at her looking.
She wants it, doesn't she?
I know. She's
says,
she's
bring
baiting
the
them.
to me.
She is baiting
As,
them.
Norman, and ball hits the deck, and that comes off a Queensland stick. So a turnover here. Just couldn't quite get it in a stick, Georgia Stones.
Getting a really fast start there. Look at Hunter getting down to the corner.
Hunter looks inside, finds Husman, gets inside, gets whacked, and that is going to be a opportunity here for Lauren Hunter. She hasn't hit the scoreboard yet. Is this the 9th goal scorer of Victoria's team tonight? Steps down and just lowers the hands and tries to big outside shot. And Loz, I reckon she'd probably like to have that one back.
Yeah, and she's just going to hang in offense for a minute. She's got Bonnie Yu back in the defense in her position.
So, ball down the bottom there. And Nellie Mollison just picking apples out of the tree.
Well, doing what Nellie does best. So if we look at that one on the replay, they're going to check her stick as well.
Well, okay. So, no, all clear that one. It wasn't the other night.
Yes, I remember.
So, Mollison gets her second of the night. But lots of assists in these goals right now.
Yeah, it's lovely. It's really great to see awesome teamwork.
So we saw South Australia play New Zealand this morning, but we saw them play Queensland yesterday, and I think they won 21-2 or 21.
Oh, really?
22-2. So currently 18-1 with 9 seconds to go in this third term. Unsworth looks in and Unsworth gets on the board. So that is goal scorer at number 9. And right on the 3/4 time break. And Sophie Unsworth gets one for Victoria. So 7-goal third quarter sees a 19-1 game. Ball comes out. Is there any more time left, or is the whistle about to go? And the answer is...
You was looking long. You was looking long to send that.
I was looking long too.
Yeah, when I say you, I mean Bonnie.
No,
you.
I know, but we both were.
Not you was looking long
We
too.
both were. And here we go. A goalie change about to come in. MVP of the last game for Queensland.
Yeah, so Ruby Taylor looking to go into the goals now. I'm obviously thinking for a last quarter goalie change, putting Ruby in,
And,
give her some game time.
She was very good in the early game today.
Yeah, like I said, Ruby is a young keeper, up-and-coming goalie, and I think she's got a pretty big career ahead of her. But to see her playing for Queensland and having such great impact, 12 saves in that last game and an MVP, she's certainly got something to offer this team. So, yeah, nice quarter. And if you did want to make a donation to the Australian Lacrosse Network, just while we're chatting, Tony, for those who love what we do or love live and free lacrosse, look, we do operate as a not-for-profit. So if you'd like to make a donation, there is a QR code on your screen right now. Feel free to give it a scan. Drop us a couple of dollars if you've got any spare change. We'd love to take your donations. There's no pressure, of course, but yeah, lacrosse, what we do is a lot based on volunteering. So if you enjoy the Australian Lacrosse Network, let us know. We're also happy to take praise and compliments.
Yeah, look, we always... we are here to bring live and free lacrosse to you. There are a lot of people within this Australian Lacrosse Network who give up a lot of time, both on the social media side of things and also to bring you these live streams. And sometimes it's just $5 and it might go to buy, Christian a pie as he sits on the camera all day in minus 14 degrees.
We could be nice and buy him an umbrella. Like, we could actually buy practical stuff with me.
Pies are much better on a cold day. I mean, that's the gift that gives on giving, the pie.
Yeah, you can
Umbrella.
freeze. I mean, I guess an umbrella on the tower is is a safety risk.
Well, it can always float down afterwards on that umbrella.
Yeah, Mary Poppins style.
So 1 quarter to go here. Currently 19-1 the way of Victoria. Marley Dawson is in the centre here for Victoria. And
Bella Shanahan.
And
Queensland. Ball's going to come up through Mim Suarez Jury.
And Mim just passes it forward, finds Dawson. So Dawson looks to get inside. And Taylor, looking like she was going to have her first opportunity to try and make a save there. But Dawson just ran down the angle, decides not to. So ball up the top. Bonnie Yu being left almost by herself there. Defender I'd be getting a lot closer than that to Bonnie Yu. But ball down, nice cut from Mollison inside. Just couldn't quite take it. Ball hits the deck. Mollison picks it up again.
Over the top of Hustleman's head. Literally grabbed it from on top of her head. And a cut and a goal from Mim Suarez Jury. She has been doing that all season. For those who don't watch much NCAA college lacrosse, Mim has just finished her first freshman year at the Loyola University under coach Jen Adams, and she has seen so much game time for a freshman. She's been playing like that all year, and she's been dropping goals like no one's business. So great to see her having so much success in the beginning of her college career, and still with 3 years to go. What kind of player is she going to come home as after her college career is complete?
Is she a potential Tarawatin winner?
Yep.
Yeah, just like her coach.
Yep. Well, also, like a freshman won it this year.
Yeah.
So, I think
Why not?
the freshmen, they've got some great freshmen going through the NCAA programs at the moment. I think Nim is one of them.
So 20-1 is the scoreline here. Victoria against Queensland. Ball comes out the back as Pham not able to pick that one up. Bonnie Yu, and here she goes again. Mim Suarez-Jury looks down, just passes it to Hussey. Hussey looks to get the ball down behind X, tries to turn the defence. Suarez-Jury, in the blink of an eye, gets it back again to Dawson. Little flip up to Suarez-Jury, Bonnie Yu. And Mollison looking to attack on the left-hand side, but passes it to Suarez-Jury. Looks back down, finds Kelly. Kelly rotates back on her right hand. And Kelly will kick that one out to the outer side.
Mollison now with the ball at the top, back to Suarez-Jury. They're trying to set something up. I reckon that Mim wants to go top side.
A big sweep? No, just trying to set. They're setting pairs here up the top.
Yes, they are. Yep.
And
two at the back as well.
And two at the back, so they're running pairs and create space, and that free space is there,
Should
but
be
it's
clear.
not going to be taken because it doesn't matter.
Yep.
Bonnie Yu pops another one in the back of the net.
All clear on that goal.
And Bonnie Yu just racking them up at the moment. She has 4 for the game now. And we've got a 21-1 game. Suarez-Jury was the only other goal scorer of this quarter, and she now has 2 for the game. So, ball back into the centre. As the defence down here haven't had to do a great deal of work for Victoria. And Sarah Smith picks it up. She's been good tonight, Sarah Smith.
Yeah, she has.
So it's going to be hard to pick an MVP out of this Victorian side tonight. I think Marley Dawson's been very good in the back end. Georgia Floyd, she's also been very good.
Yeah,
So,
I feel like it's going to have to be someone in the offense end of the field, though, just because that's where the ball spent so much time.
little flip up, not there. Now the flip comes. Sarah Smith.
Oh, yeah.
Just ripping goals.
The pace she gets off the mark.
And Sarah Smith got one in the third, and now she gets one in the fourth, so that's her second of the evening. And 22-1. And just continuing to put numbers on this scoreboard, Victoria.
Yep, and about 7.5 minutes to go in play. And then, Tony, we have a big game coming up. Do you want to build it up?
Oh, do we what? It is WA against Victoria. Victoria, well, they got up over South Australia the other night, 11-9.
Yep.
And they almost booked that spot. But if WA can beat Victoria tonight, and then SA could get up over WA, we could have a 3-way tie.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting little battle, that's for sure. But I think the game's in about an hour's time, so if you are in Victoria or in Melbourne, please come down. It might be cold. Just put some Ugg boots and a coat on it. It is going to be worth your time.
And maybe bring us some. Oh, there it is. Mollison just opening up in the middle. Good feed inside there from Sarah Smith.
Yeah, and high to low there from Mollison too.
So Smith, she's been very good tonight as well. Is she just getting in the light of the coaches?
She's a roughie, you reckon,
Oh,
for the MVP?
I just can't go there yet, but...
Honestly, it's so hard to pick. The Victorian team have got so much talent, and they've been playing so well as a teamly unit.
Well, Mollison now has 3. So, and that's 1, 2, 3 players above the 3-goal mark. There's a couple on 2s, So we could have 5 goal scorers with 3 goals or more. And a legal procedure there on Georgia Floyd. And that will go back to McLeod. McLeod just not able to pick that up, still not able to pick it up. And now.
She's got it. And she's got Jarks on this side of her.
But Floyd puts pressure, looks up, and a ball down into the offensive end here for Queensland. And Pham running the ball down the back. And looks to try and just break some ankles. Good
It's an up check.
there.
Is it professional foul from Smith, I think?
Well, she's everywhere tonight, Sarah Smith.
Yeah, she's a very, very fast lacrosse player, so I'm not surprised that she's everywhere because her footwork is just so dynamic.
So Jess Pham, Soja, not there.
I love this skip step, though.
Kicks it out to Takahashi. Takahashi looks inside, ball to the deck. And here we go. So Trinity Meacham picks the ball up and gets underway. Meacham.
Look at Steph Kelly across field.
I can't believe Meacham didn't keep running then. A defender who might get herself a goal. Kelly to Unsworth to Smith to Floyd. And Hussey, sorry, not Hussey down there, that is Norman. And Mollison, she looks like she just wants to get in on the cage. Oh, Sarah Smith.
Did you see the way they worked off that play, though? You know, she flipped past and then Nellie Mollison then cut inside. So she was also an option there if...
A little one,
yeah,
too.
there was a little dump there from Smith, but Smith looks like she's going to line up and she wants to shoot this.
Well, Smith, she's been shooting. No, she just says no, Shendell. That's not what I'm about.
Look at the cutter there now.
Now she is. She goes, give me the ball. And Sarah Smith, little flip there to Mollison. Over to Floyd. To Unsworth. Down the back to...
Oh, look at
Kelly.
Manelli work off that pack there.
Oh, Kelly just rotated. Did you see Kelly there? And look at the assist. Very happy with the assist down there, Ebony Norman.
Yeah, I was actually watching Nellie and Sarah Smith work in the pairs on this on our side here of the field, and Nellie broke off the pack, so came off the 2 defenders, and Sarah Smith had opened up as well. But there was options on both sides, so those pairs seem to be working really well in that offensive set for Victoria.
And Kelly now has 5 for the game.
Yeah, right. She's got a handful.
She has got a handful. And we're going to have a handful picking an MVP out of this side because, yeah, there's been some very good offensive opportunities for Victoria. 24-1 it is at the moment. Queensland getting almost an illegal body there. And that will go here to Jess Pham. So Pham, as Unsworth gets set behind her. Jess Pham looks to run it in. Pressure there from Norman. And Jarks.
Really good slide there defensively from Victoria. The ones either side crashed the ball. Jarks now looking to go, decides to step out.
And Jarks she is just a good ball holder.
Yeah, but she's just not... Look at that pick. Now she's rolled off and she's open.
And open right there and just can't quite pick the ball up. A stick goes flying in there. It is Jarks. And Soja goes for the outlet, finds the outlet here. Norman with the ball. Now runs it up and over, finds Mollison. Continues to look down. Hussey is down there. Hussey will receive the ball now. Good cut there from Dawson. And ball comes out to Smith. Back to Unsworth. Norman just working off her player. Looks against Jess Pham. Looks inside. Good take there from Hussey. And a second cut there from Dawson. Good save there from Ruby Taylor. And
yeah, interesting to see Nellie Mollison was working from the right-hand corner on that offensive set. Normally she's down here on the left, trying something different. Pham, though, takes the pressure.
Oh, I thought that could have been ugly as Tablizzo and Dawson looked like they were about to come together. Oh, picked off. And ball coming back the other way here. Cometto.
Jarks again. She just doesn't stop.
And ball back to Smith. So Unsworth will bring the ball into the offensive end. As Norman passes it down. That one's going up and over the head. Can keep it in. Yes, Unsworth does. Yep. Smith is 1 minute, or under 1 minute now
you can
in
hear
the game.
The Victorians calling it, communicating, so obviously they've got something they want to do in this last minute of the play.
You see Lauren Hunter up the top here. She's,
she's
great cut from Ebony Norman and a great feed there from Hussey.
Yeah, nice offensive set there from Victoria. And yeah, it looked like Hunter was just waiting for a steamroll move to get over that side of the line. But the ball was already put away from Norman before that got to happen.
So Norman, well, she now has a hat trick on the night. Oh, it's going to be tough.
To pick an MVP.
Been really impressed, though, out of the centre draw here with Marley Dawson. But the work, I mean, you look across the field.
I know, everyone's contributed, and that's a really hard time to pick an MVP when your team has played so evenly and everyone has contributed.
Well, you probably look across the back line, and they're probably touched at the least. But they've still been contributors. And Dawson there has got an interception, and now 27 seconds left on the clock. Cutter comes through. BTB shovel shot.
That was nice lacrosse. Let's look at that one. So Marley Dawson grabs that out of the air, sends it down to Nellie Mollison. Elise cuts across the front of crease and then turns and shovels that.
Shovel top shelf.
Oh, under the bar, under the top bar. That was lovely lacrosse.
Hussey does something.
That's what I said. She's
something special. Get you across the line.
She's crafty, Elise Hussey. I've said it all day. I've said it all week. And that was beautiful to watch. That's highlight reel stuff.
That is highlight reel stuff. And Hussey, she is getting the scoreboard. Dawson been very good in the centre.
They're looking to push this last
Dawson
30 now. Again, not
another
again.
One. Oh, just up and over the bar. Tried the...
Imagine if she'd got 2 in a row.
14 seconds left. So there's still an opportunity.
She's feeling confident. She's like, I've got one. I'll go again.
Tell you what, it's party trick time down here. Get the poppers open. Watch them just go bang into the night sky. Just like Hussey's shovel shots.
I think that they're on home ground advantage. They're like, well, we may as well show the crowd what they came to see. And they're definitely finishing on a high note here,
so
Victoria.
Cutter, do they have another one? Dawson, great take. Dawson misses the cage and picks herself up off the ground. So is 6 seconds to go. Is there enough time?
Is there a 6-second play? Look, if Nellie Mollison cuts now.
Gonna need a feed and maybe not here.
No, they're going to slow it.
They're just not even going to bother. And that is time as Dawson ends up with the ball. And maybe an MVP for Dawson. But we'll have to wait and see as they get around Soja, their goalie. And good work down there as well. But that was, again, a 7-goal last quarter, which saw a 26-1 scoreline. And, yeah, plenty to unpack with that one, Shendell.
Yeah, that was a big game from Victoria and a fantastic team game. I'll give it to them. There was no individuality. Most of their goals were assisted. That last shot there from Elise Hussey was just absolutely magical. A really great win for them. Really great spirit of the game. You know, sportsman game from both teams.
And I might go through the goal scorers because that could take a minute.
Yep, you've got a bit to do there.
Well, Queensland, it was the Takahashi show.
Yes.
She got one and a really good goal there from Takahashi. But Victoria, I'm just going to look here. So Unsworth had 1, Floyd had 1, and then Sarah Smith had 2, Suarez Jury had 2, and Dawson had 2. Ebony Norman ends up with 3. Elise Hussey ends up with 3. And Mollison ends up with 3. We had Bonnie Yu with 4 and Steph Kelly with 5.
Yeah, wow, okay.
So that was a mouthful.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so they're lining up now for MVP. So tell me, Tony, what you got.
I am going Kelly.
Okay.
I'm going Kelly with a roughie
Can't have a
of
rough.
Dawson.
Well, no, you pick one.
Oh, Kelly.
Queensland.
Dawson.
Hope you've had a great tournament so far. It was great to get out here and have another run around. I think that everyone's going along really well, and I can see that for you guys as well. We can see everyone's just getting better and better as the tournament goes along. Today's MVP for Queensland is Jess Pham.
I was going to go Jess Pham.
Oh, yeah, were you?
Yeah.
Late inclusion.
No, I can't take that. But Jess Pham had an outstanding game there.
Yeah, she's been good all
Oh,
week.
Victoria, thank you for having us yet again in your beautifully warm town. We're appreciating the weather. But great game, thank you very much. We love playing you. And your MVP is number 20, Nellie.
Nellie Mollison.
Okay, so Nellie Mollison getting the MVP there for Victoria. And we were 0 from
Nothing.
nothing.
0 from 2 there.
But what we did do was bring you an amazing game of lacrosse on the Australian Lacrosse Network.
We did.
And we have one more to go, and that is the big men's game here between Victoria and WA. That will be coming up at 6:30 local time under the lights here as the teams will very soon start to get out and fire the balls around on this beautiful turf. As we start to wrap it up here, I suppose we should thank Scotty Gill up the top there for being on the camera.
Yeah, taking one for the team tonight.
He did take one for the team, did he not? Blake Billsborough, well, he's glad that he's down here and he sent the boss up there. That's the way.
Who's running the show?
Well, I'm starting to think his Padawan apprentice is maybe just taking over. Maybe it's just the fact he put pants and a beanie on. Shendell, always fantastic working with you.
Absolutely, Tone. Likewise.
But we haven't finished yet. Still one to go. So we'll just go and get a little bit warm. You have been on the Australian Lacrosse Network. My name is Tony Watts. And until the sticks are swinging, we'll see you very, very soon.